Hello, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. Hello, everyone. It's Tom. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, everyone. Tom, aka Nostradamus. I am the Bombus. How is everyone doing? Another day, another dollar. It's going to be a quick one. Haven't said that in a while. We do got a couple first, more than one, two firsts in Bitcoin. We've been talking about one quite a bit lately. The other one I just learned about last night. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of excited about it. I think it's extremely bullish for Bitcoin. I have no idea what the Bitcoin maxis think. I also don't really give a shit. And my nose around a little bit. Got a little bit of frog in the throat this morning. A ding, ding. We're late on the bell. A ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. That play? I didn't hear it. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. All right, let's pop right on over to the desktop. We're going to get right into business. We'll look at stocks. We'll look at crypto. We'll look at these two Bitcoin things. Might take a quick look around, DeFi, what have you. Oh, today's payday. Huge airdrop today in Cardano. You don't want to miss that bad boy. All you got to do is put your Cardano on chain. Actually, you don't even have to do that. You can buy Cardano on freaking Coinbase, and then they'll automatically stake it for you. But you take your Cardano, you put it on chain, you delegate your wallet. Bob's your uncle. You earn like 3%. Breaking news. Apparently, though, the scuttlebutt going around CT, crypto Twitters, the government wants to ban staking. What the actual hell, government? Could you do something useful? Like, why would... my guess is there's a bunch of dum-dums in the government that are like, oh, everyone lost money because... lending and borrowing, and they probably confuse staking with lending and borrowing, or think they're two of the same. Oh, if you can earn interest on it, it must be dangerous. Now, I'm not going to say staking is risk-free. I mean, it does kind of depend. For example, Ethereum, if the validator could get slashed, you can theoretically lose your Ethereum, though I don't think that's ever happened, to my knowledge. I think most staking mechanisms do have slashing, to the best of my knowledge, until proven otherwise. Cardano does not have slashing. Cardano is liquid staking, where things like Ethereum and all the other chains, you have unlock periods. CryptoVisor, I tell you what, man. Anyway, yesterday he's like, why would anyone unstake their Ethereum? The only reason to unstake your Ethereum is to sell it. Bro, come on. You don't have control. Staked Ethereum is not like all other staking right now. For example, Atom, I think it's 28 days. You want to unbond it, you got to wait 28 days. Right now, you cannot unbond Ethereum. You cannot. I have Ethereum, one full Ethereum locked in to the Ethereum 2 on Kraken. I would unstake it just, not to necessarily sell, but just so I could control it. Now, if I can, I don't know how it works. Does it automatically just convert to the Ethereum? Is it going to unlock gradually? Do you have to unlock it? I don't know the answers to any of these questions. Like I said, right now they call it Ethereum 2 on Kraken. I don't know if that's how the world looks at it. But people don't always, like, I've unstaked Atom. I've unstaked Harmony 1, and it wasn't just necessarily to sell it. You can unstake it just to yield farm with it. Maybe you want to yield farm with it, bitch. It doesn't mean you're going to sell it. Maybe you want to deposit that shit on Aave. Maybe you don't want to move it over to Arbitrum and do some DeFi over there. I can give you 99 reasons to not to unstake your Ethereum, and a bitch ain't one. All right. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the stock market. NASDAQ screaming pre-market was up like 150, 60 plus. Still chilling around 130. Natty gas up 2 cents at 242. Respectable levels. Other breaking news. Apparently the United States is the one that blew up the Nord Stream. I don't know. Is that the right move? Let's see. Let's start a poll. Do you think the U.S. blew up Nord Stream? And follow up, no. Like, I feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion that we did it. Man, there is so much shady shit going on in the world with this Ukrainian war. And, man, I could go completely off the rails. Well, dude, do you think the U.S. blew up? I want to know if you think it was the right move. You know what? Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. A lottie-dottie. You know what happens when I take my face cam off? I'm blowing my nizzos. That's right. That's right. I just said nizzos. Do you think the United States blew up the Nord Stream? And follow up in the chat. I just chat about it. Do you think that's something we should have done? Do you think that's like crossing the line? You think we're going to, there's a chat GBT says we're going to war with China. I don't know. Shit's getting crazy out there, right? Better start. We need that Bitcoin bull run to come so we could go make that community I keep talking about. And it's going to be bunker heavy. Like we need to, like Texas is a good spot, Kurt. We miss you in the live streams. Find us a good spot in Texas. Find us a good spot in Texas. We'll build some bunkers. Maybe we should go to Arizona or Nevada. Where do they allow assault rifles and automatic weapons? I mean, I want like M249s on the perimeter. China's crazy enough to invade us. All right. Tesla is screaming right now over $200. This is probably going to be the most in-your-face, buy the rumor, sell the news you've ever seen in your life. I don't know if you want to be... I don't know how much buy the rumors left. Tesla loves to go on these, like, I think it's 17-day tears. I don't know how many days it's been. But anyway, they got Investor Day coming March 1st. Something like that, Investor Day. They're releasing a new Master Plan 3. Whatever the F that means. A lot of people are speculating. I think there's like a picture of a car frame on the front of the... Let's see if we can find this. Master Plan 3. Yeah, here we go. No, this isn't it. I thought there was a picture of a car frame somewhere and they were looking at all existing cars and none of them actually exist. So there's some thought people are that they're gonna announce a new car. Who the hell knows? I know they have these things all the time and they're usually kind of a disappointment. So it's probably going to be a good buy the rumor, sell the news. How much it pulls back or if it pulls back, who the hell knows? Bob's your uncle, right? All right. Bob, that didn't even make sense. All right. What else we got? Gold, 1894, pushing back up close to 1900. Let's see. Silver, 2240, down a penny and a half. The VIX down 34 cents. YM, who cares? Bonds up almost a full point, 30 ticks to 129. Bonds go up, rates go down. Let's see, we should take a look at the dollar. We haven't looked at that in a while. Anything else? Soybeans. Big Dick said he was in the house yesterday talking about soybeans. Do they eat soybeans over there in Deutschland? Isn't that where he's from? Denmark or something like that? Netherlands. Netherlands. Is there a difference between Netherlands and Denmark? Excuse me, I had to burp there. All right. I haven't really. Oh, I think Google had earnings and got decimated. Let's see what they're up to. Google. This could be an interesting play because I wouldn't count Google. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't count Google out. They're coming. They're going to be coming strong with their own AI Bard. Apparently, there's some drama going on with like a commercial they did or something. I don't know. They called it Brad or something. I'm not really paying attention, but the AI arms race is definitely going to be heating up. There's going to be some opportunity there. We've already kind of seen opportunity when it comes to, I mean, we've seen a lot of like BS pumping when it comes to AIs and crypto. For example, Singularity.net that's moving to Cardano, been pumping to the moon, but they ain't done nothing new. Nothing new's happening over on Singularity.net. It just they're an AI play. So like, oh, ChatGPT is pretty amazing. And I know there's some other AI names out there that have been kind of floating around in the stock market and in whatever. Remember, like, you might not remember, but like in 2018, everyone was doing something on the blockchain, right? You know, in the 90s, the late 90s, anyone that got a .com would have their evaluation blown up. Back then, I think $1 billion valuation was, you know, like the big kahuna. So, .com, oh, you're worth $100 million, or anything.pet.com, dog food. Oh, that's $1 billion, right? I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. 2018, there were some scams like, oh, Kodak. Do you even know who Kodak is? Wasn't it like, they used to be a pretty big deal. It used to be when you went and got a camera, you had to put film in it, right? And you would even have to like wind it and shit. So you would wind it, take a picture, wind it. I know this sounds like mad crazy talk, but Kodak's like, oh, we're gonna put our pictures on the blockchain. Actually, it was a pretty, you know, ingenious idea, but they just pumped their stock up, and I don't know. I think they got in a lot of trouble for it. But there were a few stocks back then. Oh, we're gonna go on the blockchain, and then their stock would go through the roof. Now everyone's getting ChatGPT. You're getting ChatGPT. I'm getting, you know, Google's doing ChatGPT. There's a few others that are like, oh, we're getting our own ChatGPT. Hey, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But you're who's going to win out? Who are going to be the best? Well, if I had to bet on anyone, you know, Microsoft and Google would definitely be at the top of my list. I don't know if Amazon is going to be working. I would assume they will. Amazon's kind of like this under the radar badass too when you kind of like compare them to Tesla, because their rockets have got some pretty serious stuff going on too. But obviously SpaceX is all the talk. All right. Anyway, let's see what's going on in crypto. Yeah, the end of the world's happening. Bitcoin had been pulling back down. I thought it got as low as 22.5. How low did this thing get? Actually, 22.3. I'm surprised red alerts weren't all over YouTube. I would have been sleeping, but Bitcoin got down to 22.3, coming back up to 22.7. It's kind of in that range. The two big pieces of news. One, we've talked about quite a bit lately. I even saw your boy Lark Davis. I know he watches my stream, but he got one of my numbers wrong, because I was talking about the last time. You know, I've been talking about this for a few days. Last time Bitcoin had a golden cross on the daily, it went up like 170%. I think he said a little bit less. And then someone someone replied, well, what about the weekly and the death cross? Of course, he didn't answer that, but we've been talking about both. So this is the first time in history, and I don't think it could be avoided. There's almost no chance this doesn't happen. And I'll give you my thoughts on what it means. The death cross on the weekly is coming. This will be the first time in the history of Bitcoin's existence that there will be a death cross on the weekly. A death cross is when the 50 moving average crosses the 200 moving average. So what that means is, what's the average price of Bitcoin over the last 200 weeks, right? So $24,929 it looks like that's what the average price is. We're below it right now. And the 50 is coming on a collision course. The 50 moving average was as high as 48,000 in January of 2022, all the way down to 25. Obviously, the shorter the time frame, it's a little bit more volatile. We could wax on about how these are just lagging indicators, blah, blah, blah. Historically speaking, whenever blah, 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 I would say, it does it because it's the trend, but the trend can reverse. And sometimes, just because that's what it did last time, it doesn't mean shit this time. And that's exactly how I feel about it this time, right? Excuse me. We can look at the daily and what it's done on death crosses and golden crosses. Right here, there was a death cross, but that was COVID. It didn't last long and it came back up. A huge recovery. Death cross right here. How much did it go down? It only went, 22%, but that's nothing crazy. And it didn't last long. Lasted 2 months and then back up. And then golden cross. And then immediately, usually golden cross, shit goes to the moon, right? The last time this happened, on the daily, the last time there was a golden cross on the daily, like I said, it was like 100, what? Koska in the house. Hey-o, how you doing, sister? The last time, oh my goodness. This chart, this bubble's so freaking big, I can barely chart it. It went up. Is that right? Are we looking at the right thing? 600%? What the hell is going on here? Oh, this is just the last time. The last time it happened, the first time going in is where it was at. But either way, the last time that this was going into the bull run, we were looking at this. Let's see. After the first golden cross after the bear market, right? That's what we were looking at. And I think that's what Lark Davis copied me on. So it went up about 180%. I think he said 160. Right? So that's the last time after we went into a bear market, the first golden cross did this. But it doesn't mean anything. Look. Right here, we had a golden cross going into a bull run. Oh yeah, that one went to the moon, right? But right here, we had a golden cross. I'm sure people were talking about it. We had a golden cross right here, right before the bull market was supposed to happen. So people were this is COVID. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean the trend can reverse and the shit's going to do what it does, right? So these are really just lines. I don't know that a whole bunch of algorithmic events get triggered just because there's a golden or a bear cross. They're like looking at other things, and then real triggers will trigger in. So if it's an ongoing trend, it might short harder on like a resistance line. You know what I'm saying? So either way, golden cross on the daily, death cross on the weekly. Doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna regurgitate this every freaking day because the only thing that matters is you watch your size. If it goes to the moon, I'm going to continue to still buy a little bit here and there. If it dumps down to the depths of hell, I'm going to try and dollar cost as much as I can. The more it goes up, the more I ease off the throttle. The more it goes down, the more I punch it into fifth and sixth gear and try and buy as much as I can. So if we continue to go up, if Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin's in the 30,000s and Cardano's 60, 70, 80, 90 cents, Ethereum starts pushing 2,000, 2,500. I'm still doing my whatever I'm doing. Like I have dollar cost average already baked in on Coinbase. I'm buying $100 of Atom a month, a couple $100 of Cardano a month, some Bitcoin. I'm not changing those right now, and I'll let you know if I do, but I don't plan on changing those. I probably won't. I won't even pull back on that again until Bitcoin probably gets like above, we're screaming. It's obvious we're in the 4-year cycle towards the end of 2024. Bitcoin's going to 60, 70. And then I'll just start stacking fiat, right? And I'll start taking profits. But if it goes down, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. I'm going to look for ways to get extra income, pick up the McDonald's shifts. I'm obviously not going to do that. But if you're young, dumb, and full of bubble gum, you should be out there mowing lawns. You should be out there giving blowies. You should be out there. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to say that out loud. You should be out there doing whatever, saving money, pinching pennies. If you have credit card debt, pay them bitches off. Don't be buying Bitcoin. Improving your skills, getting better jobs, earning more income. You've had several lifetime opportunities over the last 2 years, and one of those, up until just recently, is you could have demanded higher wages. That being said, that might have bit you in the ass now because the way they're laying people off, and they're like, hey man, you were worth that exorbitant salary in 2021, but your ass got to go now. I don't think any small and medium businesses are out there. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? I try to get paid, Ricky, but I do them for free, or maybe a sixer. You guys ever watch? If you never watch, It's Always Sunny. You're missing one of the greatest. But Rickety Cricket. Oh, that's Rickety. Ricky Cricket. We're going to call you Rickety Cricket. Well, he'll do them for a sixer. You can even talk him down to just one beer. We got 5 people in the house, 1 like. Let's hit that absolutely free like button. Let the people know the greatest YouTube entertainer in the world is in the house. Anyway, what was I saying? I work for a small, medium business. They're not, it's some big corporate stock mofos right now that are like, they figured out if you lay a bunch of people off, you can get your stock pumped up. So they're just laying people off for that reason alone, just to pump their stock up. Is that going to end up biting them in the face down the road? I don't know, maybe. What is it going to do to wages and all that? Who the hell knows, man? I know what I do. If you are a skilled network engineer, hit me up, son, because I can get you a job. And if you're good, if you're really good, you can get paid a lot of freaking money. I don't even know if it matters where you live in the United States. Obviously, it's probably better if you live near one of our headquarters. But we got offices all up and down California. Seriously, if you're good at networking, hit me up. We need another good network engineer. All right. Second thing about Bitcoin I just learned about last night. It's actually really exciting. I don't know much about it, but I'm excited to learn more about it. I find it extremely bullish. We might even try and hunt some down right now. Bitcoin now has NFTs. What? It's there's some pros and cons to how, and I didn't know this either. So for example, all these Ethereum I wonder, you know what? I'm going to turn my volume up a little. You might have to adjust it on your end. My apologies. All these Ethereum NFT bitches are always talking about how everything's on chain. It turns out that's not true. There's a pointer to your Ethereum NFT on chain that points to where the image resides. So it's technically, because it's not all of them, but most of them. This is my understanding. Let me know if I'm wrong. So I don't know if that's the case with Bored Apes, but it's possible. It's theoretically possible that like the server your Bored Ape sits on gets blown up. They don't have good disaster recovery because the Harmony One team is the one behind it. And your Bored Apes are gone forever. Or that this company that's paying to have these Bored Apes on a server or whatever just goes bankrupt or something. Who the hell knows? Some crazy shit could happen. It's actually not on chain. Transaction history and what the asset's done has been on chain, like who bought it, this and that, how much, and every wallet it's, you know, the pointer's been in. With Bitcoin, it's actually on chain. And the way Bitcoin NFTs work, they're fully static. It takes, you know, there's Satoshis in Bitcoin. There's 100 million Satoshis per Bitcoin. There's 18 million Bitcoin. So that means there's somewhere around the neighborhood of 2.4 quadrillion. Most you plebs can't wrap your head around that. I mean, I can't really either. No human brain can really wrap your head around how big 2.4 quadrillion is, because it's insane. But there's around in the neighborhood of 2.4 quadrillion Satoshis. Don't get me started about how many Satoshis have been lost, not in use, blah, blah. But you get the point, right? It's a shitload. Anyway, and it uses something called ordinals that I'm still kind of learning about. But basically, you imprint the NFT on one Satoshi. And in order to like obtain that NFT, you get that Satoshi, right? So who knows? Maybe in 20,000 years, every like Bitcoin is just every Satoshi's an NFT, or like, I don't even know what it takes to imprint on an NFT. I'm going to take you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of my junk and imprint it on every single Satoshi I own. So that way when I sell it, or I'll just go like, who knows, man? Can people do that? Can you like, if you own the Satoshi, can you like imprint it and take it out? Like, would that be like some crazy supply crunch just alone that like people purposely burn a bunch of Satoshis? Can it be overwritten? Like I mean, anything can be done with technology, but it's not like it's easy to get that 51% vote or whatever, right? Anyway, who the hell knows what's going to come out of this? Right now, the way I understand it is the way to even buy. I think it's expensive to even put an NFT on a Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my ass right now. There's no real markets yet, you know, like OpenSea or whatever. You kind of got to go into Discords and shit. So let's see if we can buy a Bitcoin NFT. I want to buy a Bitcoin NFT. I think this is very, 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 very bullish for Bitcoin. Let's see how to buy it. No one knows. No one can tell me how to buy. You see Bitcoin. Let's just do Bitcoin NFTs. Bitcoin. We can ask ChatGPT only goes to like 2020 though. So Bitcoin NFTs explode as research. Bitcoin spikes. There's already been 11,000 NFTs minted. What are our maxis come around? What do they think? When Ordinals launched in January, it caused an uproar in Bitcoin community as enthusiasts, advocates, and developers argued the merits of putting JPEGs on the blockchain. Heated debate. Oh my goodness. I can just see these idiots like behind chain link fences arguing whether or not you should put JPEGs on a Satoshi or not. The number of Bitcoin is Christian Blue. I was already surpassed 11,000. According to a Dune report, the Ordinal Block Explorer should be browsed with caution. Well, I'm not. It's auto executing unvetted pieces of JS code that could be malware. Okay, no, thank you. I'm not going to go look for a Bitcoin NFT right now. No, I didn't know this was like a project. The Ordinals project has consumed debates and blah, blah, blah. For some Ordinals, you know what? And look at this. Yeah, for some Ordinals open Pandora's box of threats to the Bitcoin network. If I'm being honest, which I always am, I've never, like, I just want Bitcoin to be Bitcoin. I want it to be a store of value. I want it to be highly secure. So I think this is cool. I don't want smart contracts on Bitcoin. I don't know that I don't know where I sit on NFTs, but look, now we got like malware attacks and shit. I don't know if this is necessarily because of Bitcoin. It's probably just the Explorer, but still. Other responses are not as apocalyptic. My apocalyptic washer. All right, longtime Bitcoin Dan. Who gives a shit? Unlike Ethereum, Ordinals calls its NFTs digital artifacts, with others in the Bitcoin space calling the digital asset simply inscriptions. Ordinals inscriptions are possible thanks to a feature introduced by Bitcoin Taproot in November that allows storing arbitrary data on a Satoshi witness. Dennis is bullish on Ordinals. Even miners can use a little revenue. Yeah. Eric Podwalski. Ordinal inscription of random JPEGs is boring. Ordinal inscriptions of JPEGs containing text of banned books, the Bible leaked documents is a lot. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Ordinal inscriptions of JPEGs of my junk. I own more than 100 million Satoshis. Could you imagine, like, I sell my Satoshis and then someone buys them? Like, could I go to prison for that? Maybe, right? Could they prove it's mine? Maybe I just flip them off, a big FU, and then they go buy some Satoshis and they start, like, I'm gonna put some shit on these Satoshis, right? I'm gonna put some NFTs on these and sell them. And they open that thing up and there's a big thing of me flipping them off. Or I'll put pictures of Travis Kelce on there. I'll put pictures of us winning the Super Bowl. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything. Oh, don't even get me started right there. Like Chris Jones, Frank Clark are coming down with colds. All right. 75% of the people think we blew up the Nord Stream. Who was the one person that didn't think we did it? That's what I want to know. Because of course we blew it up. All right, that's the big Bitcoin news. We got a golden cross, we got a death cross, we got Bitcoin NFTs. You're probably going to hear a lot about Bitcoin NFTs. The other big news is the government wants to ban staking in the United States. That would be a freaking disaster. I hope Ben Armstrong wait, it's not Ben. It's the dude at Coinbase. They both have the same last name. He's hearing rumors. I mean, that guy would probably have his ear to the tracks better than anyone out there when it comes to the train coming. But man, banning staking, I don't like. What does that even mean? I'm already staked. Does that mean? Are we talking VPNs? Why would they do that? That's taxable income that you're taking away from our own government. Staking, for the most part, is about the safest thing in crypto. United States government, wake the F up. In fact, just for retail though. What does that even mean? They want to ban staking for retail? That's some bullshit. Like if those words are true, what does that mean? I could still stake my Cardano? I just have to do it through Kraken? That sounds like, well, I mean, Coinbase is against it, but it sounds like that should be something Coinbase wants, because the way these sexes work is they'll stake it for you and they take like 50% plus of those, how much you earn. I think, it's not that bad. I think Coinbase gives you 2% and they keep like one a little over like 1.5%. Anyway, we were going around the Cardano DeFi horn yesterday. My title today, we got 8 people in the house, 2 likes. Please pump up them like buttons. Ask me any questions if the chat. Hit me up about anything. You're listening to the world's greatest, smartest, most intelligent crypto stock market analyst on the planet. Link to the Discord down below. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Cardano. My title today was almost "Get Your Money Off Liquid." I'll probably do it tomorrow, so don't be surprised. Warning: Get your money off liquid finance now. I don't really think that, but it'll get people to click on the video, right? Anyway, some people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, there are some like serious fudders in the Cardano community that attack liquid finance at every chance they get. Other than the fact that the founder's a bit of an unprofessional D-bag at times, I think it's a great protocol. It has been a bit underwhelming. I would have expected to see more TVL by now. People are complaining about the interface. Oh, they've been working on this for 2 years and this is the interface. And now people are losing their minds because it's down. The Liquid protocol has been paused. And they're like, oh man, what's going on? I didn't know they actually. This one guy doesn't shut the hell up on Twitter. Liquid. He was complaining. When did Liquid announce? And I asked him, did you check the white paper? Of course, he didn't reply. I didn't check the white paper because I didn't, I think a multi-sig what they're doing, I have no problem with what they're doing. There's a multi-sig wallet with people, even on other projects, as long as they don't do something stupid like Harmony One. But it takes several members of this multi-sig wallet to do what they did, pause the chain because there's a security risk. And then people were bitching, Liquid posted, our fix has been approved by auditors. Our fix has been approved by auditors. And people are like, oh my goodness, you're not even audited? I'm like, dude. Anyway. Does this have a white paper? It has to, right? Docs. I just want to, this white paper looks kind of shitty, to be quite honest. This isn't bad, but did they talk about, let's see, what is the frequently asked liquid token? Yeah, if they don't mention it's a multi-sig wallet, that can completely pause the smart contract. That should be something that is in the white paper. I personally don't have a problem with it. I think it's a pretty good security mechanism. There's pros and cons to everything, right? Either way, the fix is supposed to be coming out by noon today or something. They did post about it. Let's see what's going on in crypto. Bitcoin still hanging around 22.6. Total is still barely holding on to 1 trillion. We got a golden cross. We got a golden cross on the daily in the overall crypto market cap coming. That's going to come in about the next week. However, I bet you there's a death cross. Oh, look at that death cross coming on the weekly. So what's going to happen? Who's going to win? The daily, the weekly? Ethereum holding up really well, 1638. Ethereum's held above 1600 like a champ. In fact, Ethereum was lower a couple days ago. It was down below, like at 1612. And even though Bitcoin's pulled back like $600, ADA's held up really well, holding around 39 cents, struggling. It has gone above 40 a few times. Radiant, 22 cents. I've been telling myself I'm going to buy some more Radiant if it dips below 20 cents. But I think I'm going to exercise a bit more patience right now. I might buy some, a couple $100 or whatever. I'm extremely bullish. The Radiant token on Optimism. They're getting ready to go to 5 other chains. They're getting listed on DEXs, and lending and borrowing platform is amazing. But I kind of want to see what shakes out with this market. Atom's another one that's held up really well and been really strong for quite some time. This thing has been on a tear since December, the beginning of December. Is that what you call it? What, Ricky? The blowies? I think that's what me and Ricky both call it. Ergo, $1.71. This had a nice little pump from $1.20. Now it's just been in a range. I got me a little Ergo. Probably done buying Ergo. I got me a little bag. As of right now, I'm not really excited to buy any more. They don't really have a whole lot of DeFi right now. There might be some more that comes down the pipe, and then maybe that might get me a little bit more interested in Ergo. I'm very bullish Cardano. I'm very bullish EUTXO, but I do have enough concerns that I do have enough red flags that I will be ready to start bailing on Cardano if I need to in the next bull run. And I talked about this in grave detail a couple of days ago. So go, Casca, what are you doing to me? Why are you messing with me, Casca? There's no way I'm muted right now, right? Right? You can hear me? A microphone check, please, Casca. Did you mute your PC? Is that what we got? Don't make me go to the video. Come on. We got 7 people in the house. Usually people would be going ape shit if I was muted. So I'm going to assume I'm not muted. I'm going to be devastated if I am. A microphone. Thank you, Ricky. Finally, someone helps with my insecurities. Osmosis, $1.08. Polkadot, $7, making the ladies holler. Solana, Fee-Fi, Bobana, down a little bit. Matic is on an absolute tear. Polygon Matic. CryptoVisor, sold all his Cardano. Bought Matic. Good job on that one. To me, it's probably a no-brainer. Matic's going to be in the top 5. Where are they now? Are they going to make a run for the top 5? They're doing a lot of right moves. I'm not a fan of Matic, so I'm not buying it. I don't have any problems with anyone buying it. It's 12 billion market cap. I can easily see this breaking 100 billion plus market cap. Right now, it's a safer play than Cardano, if I'm being honest with you. I think Cardano is not much less safe. I think Cardano is going to freaking explode because Cardano already proves that it can, and it didn't have shit. All it had was pipe dreams. No problem, Casca. All Cardano had in the last bull run is smoke, mirror, and pipe dreams, and it went from when I started buying it at 15 cents all the way to $3. These pumps, we're getting smart contracts. It went from 15 cents to $3. Almost zero TVL. They had some NFTs going on and a massive community. So this thing went to the moon with nothing. This time around, they got TVL. They got DeFi. They got lending and borrowing. They got sidechains. So there is a lot coming to Cardano. Again, like I said, the rubber's got to meet the road. That TVL needs to come in. These projects need to be successful. These sidechains need to be successful. Shit's got to happen this bull run, or I'm pulling the ripcord. Does that mean I'm selling all my Cardano? I don't know. We'll have to see, right? Like if we're getting near the end of the bull run and Cardano somehow makes it to like $5 and there's not that much TVL going on Cardano, I'm getting the F out, right? I'll go put all my money, I'll go pull it all out and go put it all into Ethereum. Because there's no doubt in my mind, Ethereum, I've said 37 trillion times in the last 2 months that Ethereum, in my opinion, is bar none the best investment on the board. Bitcoin being number 2, and I got to tell you, with this NFT news, I guess that could be bearish or bullish, but I think it's extremely bullish. Derek in the house, how you doing? Are you related to the Batemans? What's his name? Jason and hey Nas, good to see you, buddy. I'm working nights at London Bridge. See you on the other. Hell yeah, Derek. Hell freaking yeah. If you're the same Derek that's been here recently, welcome back, brother. Or if you're new, Derek, welcome to the channel. Working on, so you across the pond, oh my goodness, across the pond, London Bridge is falling down. What do you do for the London Bridge? I'm not new. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know there's been a Derek that's been in and out of the house a few times. But I didn't think he had his last name in there. Anyway, how you doing, brother? How are you freaking doing? All right, let's see what's happening with the Cardano DeFi. Is it going up? Is it going down? Ooh, it's coming down. It's down 7% in the last 24 hours. No bueno. People are starting to panic. The Jed's over 12 million now. It's up a little bit. Indigo's at 16 million. It's up a little bit. MinSwap. Indigo's up 5%. Everything's up. What's down? Oh, Meld down 35%. Is that why? What the hell's going on with Meld? Like a few million. Looks like a few million came out of Meld. 8x Pro, 1 minute change. What? Oh, 1 month change. I was gonna say. Oh, this is so the daily, almost everything's down. Alexander in the house. How are you doing, brother? Long time no hear from in the YouTube chat. Time to dive to 12K? Maybe. It's not out of the question, man. It's really not. Like, I meant to cover this when we were talking about the Golden Cross, Death Cross. This could very easily come back down, drop below this, come down to this, flirt around with bouncing off the 50, going down to the 200, bouncing, and then coming all the way down, right? 12,000 is actually like where my house is at, right? So this isn't out of the question. It is not out of the question that this is just another bear market rally. We have not gotten we haven't even gotten a higher high of this right here. We haven't even broke the 25 and a half, basically. We need to break this for it to even start talking about higher highs. In my opinion, we need to give above 48,000 before I'm calling it a bull market. This is my line in the sand. Because this bitch could come all the way up to 40,000. That would not be an unconscionable bear market rally, especially in Bitcoin, and that shit then tanks back down. We got plenty of time to the halving. The last bull market did not start till like 5 or 6 months after the halving. We got like 13, 14 months to the halving, so we're barely past the halfway point into the bear market. This thing can very easily pump up to 40,000 still, and then come back to 12,000. If you think that's not possible, I got news for you, buddy. You're not ready for crypto. I mean, to me, that's a more likely scenario than us just going up to new highs, and then us going to 70,000 anytime, even in 2023. I do not think there's almost any chance of Bitcoin getting close to or breaking all-time highs this year. In my opinion, 2023 is going to continue to be buying opportunity of a lifetime. And for me, that's going to be in Bitcoin. That's going to be in Ethereum. It's going to be in Cardano, a little bit of Atom. But if you're out there buying Matic, I think that's a really good buy, even though I don't like Matic. If you want to throw a little bit of money at some high flyers, go for it. Just, make it sure it's a small amount. What do you think about Solana? I've never liked Solana. Like, I wanted to buy a big bag of Solana just because I thought it was going to make me a lot of money. And then the FTX thing happened, and now I'm just like, I'm not, it's not like I'm rooting against Solana, but I don't think they're going to succeed. So to me, there's just, why would I invest in something that's got that much risk? I don't care about how many Kool-Aid sippers are still in the community. I mean, Cardano's got more Kool-Aid sippers than Solana probably, and I, as much as a Cardano lover as I am, again, I'm sitting here objectively saying I'm not married to Cardano, and I'll bounce if I need to. So it doesn't matter what chain it is. I'm not a believer in Solana, so I'm not going to invest in it. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. I've told you a million times I could be wrong. I was a huge Harmony 1 bull, and I was a huge Terra Luna bull. Those two smacked me in the face hard. LCX, 11 cents. We've passed by that one. Binance, who cares? Quant, 140. Quant's going to be one of these buzzword tokens for a while. Render, coming back down to reality. We'll have to keep an eye on this one. Render interests me. ICP kind of interests me too. I don't know if I believe in all this proof of, what do they call it? Proof of historical work or some shit. Everyone has some buzzword that makes them the next greatest crypto in the world. The problem people overlook or don't realize is this technology is hard. So just because you have some idea that this is the right way, great way, better way to do it, first of all, there's trade-offs to everything. There's a trilemma in crypto. There is yet to be anything that has solved the trilemma. Just because you have one way that does this with the consensus or this or that, it doesn't make it better. And a lot of these cryptos are in much earlier stages of doing what they're doing. Ethereum has been around since 2016. Cardano since like 2017. They've taken their time. They're doing it right, as the SOS band says. And this shit takes a lot of time and a lot of high-level devs to build, get it right, make it secure, do it right, and you're gonna get a big slap in the face of a reality if you go out there chasing a lot of these up-and-coming cryptos and thinking they're an Ethereum killer. Now, if you want to ride that momentum and make money off of it, and that's what you're good at, go for it. But don't sit out there and believe just because, this has this or this has that and this is superior to this. It doesn't work like that. I've been in technology for decades, and I'm well aware of all these different buzzwords and how this and that and blah, 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 and war slides. It's no different in crypto. I can go out there and look at these war slides for SANs, storage area networks, where people keep all their data on. And this one does this. Better deduplication, faster response times, this, and that. They just pick and choose and kind of, and then they say this is better than this competitor and blah, blah, blah. Dude, most of it's bullshit. You really got to dig into it. And it's no different with crypto. We're talking about technology. We're not talking about currency. We're talking about technology. This technology is early stages, still emerging. If you want to play it safe, IMO, not financial advice, your bag should mostly be in very, very solid, well-established cryptos. There's a lot of these chains that were around in the last bull run. They're not going to be here in the next bull run. They're going to start fading like crazy. Sandbox, 79 cents. Metaverses, I used to be really big on metaverses. Still think there's a huge future for metaverses. I don't know who the winner is going to be. Sandbox has a lot of coins to dump this year, so I would personally stay away from that one. 8 points, same thing. A lot of drama over there in the ape verse. They're dumping a lot of coins. I think Aptos has a lot of coins dumping this year. Near, never really been a fan of Near. Gala's cool, but I'm not much into investing in crypto gaming at all right now. I was pretty big into it the last bull run. Got a little cold water splashed in my face. Phantom. A lot of people love Phantom. A lot of people are talking about Phantom. I don't get it. I think people just like the name, Andre Crohe or whatever. Phantom has been on a tear. Congratulations. If you invested in Phantom, you're doing well. I mean, it's had quite the... and actually, it's down quite a bit since all the YouTubers started promoting it. That's like the death now. All the YouTubers start pounding the table about Phantom. That's the nail in the coffin, right? They got cheap fees. They got DAGs. DAGs are cool. Cardano's implementation is a very DAG-like system in their recent and upcoming upgrades. It's fast. It's cheap. I've used it. I don't have a problem with it. I don't know how many users they have over there, though. Harmony One was fast and cheap in the beginning. And then a 1 billion TVL... Dex came online and it crushed it into oblivion. You could barely use the damn thing. RPCs were down all the time. Transactions would take forever. Costs started going up. How much well, I mean, we could see how much it definitely had more than Harmony One, but what the hell's going on Phantom? Like, you want to look at what people are actually doing on the chain. You just don't want to sit there and listen to YouTubers. Half of them like Phantom because the YouTuber they watch likes Phantom. Like, this YouTuber watched Coin Bureau's video on Phantom, and this Coin Bureau says, I like Phantom, I'm going to buy some Phantom. No, this YouTuber's like, I'm going to buy Phantom, and this YouTuber's, I'm going to... No, I sit there and I evaluate the shit. Mahomes just tested it positive for COVID. You better be trolling me. Because fuck me. I think Frank Clark could have COVID. Like, if the stars of the Super Bowl come down with COVID, they're gonna oh, Jesus Christ. I fucking hate you, Ricky. You should be... I should ban you from the motherfucking chat. You have no idea because Frank Clark and Chris Jones got the sniffles, bitch. You just gave me a free... You know my trope levels are up. You know my blood pressure's having a problem right now. You know I just got out of the hospital with blood clots. You're laughing? Are you happy with yourself? Are you trying to kill me before Sunday, Ricky? Let me die on Monday. Hopefully it's with another Lombardi under my... Chill Baggins in the house. How you doing, brother? How you freaking doing? I think I'm banning a new poll. Should we ban Ricky for a week? I mean, I love you, Ricky, but that was too far. Take me out. You know what? I didn't think I had like 15 minutes. I don't know why I go into a stream thinking I don't have 15 minutes of content. You can't shut me up. Yeah, well, the problem is I need the clots to erode before they start pumping through my system. Did you hear of Eden? No? What the F is Eden? Real quick, let's see what Chill Baggins is. But let's look at Phantom. V5 for Phantom. Number 8, 787 million in TVL. They got Taro, some lending platform with 107. We should take a look at that. And Spooky Swap. This chain don't get... There's nothing going on over here. Where's all the TVL? That's only 300 million right there. How's your DFK Gen Zero doing? She's doing fine. Just sitting there not doing a damn thing. I guess I should go over there and like rent her out again. Dude, why didn't you tell me to sell my Gen Zero for like 50, 60, 70,000, boys and girls? Gave you some good. Yeah, I don't. Oh, Jason, you got me on that one. That was a 100% got him right there. That was fucking good, Jason. Congratulations, everyone. Let's clap for Jason. Oh, I'm gonna have to use that one. That was freaking great. Oh, it's good to see some old schoolers back in the house. All right. Where's all this TVO? I mean, I guess it's at 80, 50, 140, beefy. All this shit's garbage. I want to see what tarot is. I think I had Phantom on my wallet at one time, but that might have been my old computer. If I don't have it on there, I'm not gonna add that shit. The FK heroes are at a 3K floor. So you're saying I could sell my hero right now for 3K? Should I? Yeah, got me good. More for mine because she's a minor. And what do you think I can get? 4K, 5K? I'm not gonna lie. I would be tempted to take like 5K for it. Excuse me, I'm dying now. Almost towards that heart attack. Let's see, how's the vote going? Let's get a few more votes. 67 people, 67. I want to know who the two people think that we didn't blow it up are? Let's see. What lending pools? This doesn't look like lending and borrowing. This looks more like yield farming. Oh, some kind of leveraged. 1x. No, that's not leveraged. This looks pretty scammy. I think Phantom's one big rug pull, to be honest. Andre Crohay's just over there taking all your money. Let's see. Anything else interesting? Ethereum, one-day change, only down 2%, up 30%. Arbitrum's where it's at. That's where I'm going ham. Up 55% in the last month, only down 0.6% compared to the rest of the market. My big play over there is Radiant. Let's see, my health factors at a 2.2. I got to stay on top of that. You got to be careful. What I'm curious about is I have 8,000 in collateral and 8,000 in borrows. If I get liquidated, I hope that this protocol liquidates all my USDC and there's a difference of about $2, and then it only takes $2 of my Ethereum. But knowing the way Ponzi-ass crypto works, they're probably going to take all my Ethereum. Ethereum's going to wick down on some scam wick to $400. They're going to liquidate all my Ethereum, and then it's going to shoot back up to $5,000 in the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to miss out on thousands. Check LQDR. Is that another got him? I'm scared to check anything anymore. Check these nuts, son. Is this some token? Well, liquid driver. What do we have here? Liquiddriver.finance. This is on Phantom. Are you a big Phantom guy? Protocol and Phantom. Okay. How's this one doing? Phantom, that might work with my Rabbi. Let's see. If you're not using Rabbi, you are messing up. I don't know if this is going to be a problem because I don't have Yeah, it worked. All right, farm. Why do all the websites on Phantom look like absolute dog shit? Every last one. This doesn't look much different than like Spooky Swap. Oh, Spirit. Why does everything got to be ghosts and spirits over here? Yeah, this doesn't interest me at all. I'm sorry. I'm just not a. I just you're gonna have to give me one hell of an elevator pitch to get excited with Phantom. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on your parade if you're big. I know there's a lot of people that are big into Phantom. Look, I don't judge people if they hate Cardano. Maybe a little, but I'll still talk to you. All right. Anything? Oh yeah. Big news. Arweave 1140. Fraudora. That's what I'm talking about. Fraudora. They're like rolling back the chain for 2 days or some shit. Right? They're having to roll back to a snapshot from 2 days ago. I mean, what? Why would anyone invest in this rug pull? Why would all you Harmony One people go over here and think this is a good chain? I have yet to understand what's going on over here. I did tweet about this. If you're not following me, at Nostradamus on Twitter. Just wanted to give an FRA delegators a heads up. Findora had to roll back each of the last 2 days due to an issue with Gate.io. Like there was an issue with the centralized exchange and they got to roll back. Am I waiting so the chain's completely down. This is what's going on when you invest in these coins that haven't been around that long. You better like small amounts. You should not be YOLOing big amounts into these chains that have not been around a long time or high flyers. Anything out of the top 100, even a half of the shit in the top 100, right? That shit's going to get shaken up quite a bit. And that's why I'm mostly a huge layer 1 fan. The Clayton is oh my goodness. I've only used it once. It's going to take an awful lot for me to go back over there and ever use that again. I mean, is anyone even doing anything over there, even on DeFi Kingdoms? Like, is anyone doing DeFi Kingdoms on Clayton? I would imagine anyone with a brain would have just moved their shit to DFK chain over on Avalanche, right? Like, why the hell would you have anything over on Clayton? That's got to be the biggest. I mean, I can't believe they're 16th in TVL. 231 million. Clay Swap has 152 million. Yeah, I agree. It and Kronos are probably two of the worst chains on the planet. 150. Like, what does it mean when they're gray? Did they go out of business? Why does it still count towards your TVL? They have They have a DEX over there so that you can yield farm. You could yield farm on some DEX. It's expensive. It's slow. The transactions fail. A bunch of Kool-Aid sippers over here. They had a big update for DFK. Yeah, I don't read any of that shit, to be quite honest. Let's see. Sorry, I was reading something in Slack real quick. 7:40 a.m. What was I talking about? I was talking about Clayton and we were going to do... Oh, yeah, you said something about DFK. Let's see what we got going on. I don't read any of these updates, man. I give two shits about DFK. Let's see. Happy release day. Check out... let's see. New features, deferred fees, token offerings, blah, blah. You know what? If DFK and my jewel turns into a bunch of money, great. I would love Jewel to go back to $30, Crystal to go back to... Remember my price predictions? Jewel's going to be like $100. Crystal's going to be like, oh my goodness, why would anyone watch my YouTube channel with those big boy predictions like that? We were sipping the Kool-Aid so hard at one point in DFK. I'm actually impressed some of you guys still go pretty ham on this shit. It's the most boring game ever. I don't got that much time. I don't have that much time in the day for all these dumbass clicks. It's not exciting. It's boring as hell. Let Jewel go to the moon. Let my Crystal go to the moon. Let my locked Clayton or whatever the hell, Jade or whatever the hell, go to the moon. And give me a chance to sell it on your face. Dump it on your face. And I'm out. I'm done. I have zero interest in DFK. No offense to the DFK team. And no offense to anyone that enjoys it. You know, it's just not me. What's the big update? Is off to a great start. Announcements. All right. New features, better caching. That's the big update. They got a new caching for heroes. That's nothing to get out of bed for, as Ben Cohen would say. I had that Kool-Aid in the you and me both, brother. You and me both. We were Ivy for sure. Let's see. Token offerings. Next time you stumble across blah 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 unique blah 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 oh my goodness, I don't need to read some freaking what do you guys Mashima? What do you guys call that shit? Token offerings provide the chance to win random rotation of blessings. Oh my Christ! I know crime. I know crime's still in the BFK. Well, what's that? Retro, where you at, bro? Are you out there playing Predecessor again, you bitch? All right. Let's see. Offering period. I don't even know what any of this means. The price for a single offering starts at 1 crystal. Token offerings are unique and they allow players to utilize their locked token. Oh, you can. All right. Oh, that's kind of cool. What? I guess. Does it burn them or does it just more money for the team? Costs the same regardless of whether the player uses the... All right, whatever. The Great Undertree. Did they steal that from Avatar? Yeah. Coming up, PvP combat and integration. Oh, yeah, I bet that's going to be really cool. You just hit a button, and then you wait for the outcome. You hit a button, it goes out to the smart contract. The smart contract comes back and says, congratulations, you won, or... my condolences, you lost. In-game chat. Garden UI rework. Profile. Yeah, maybe it's awesome. But I don't see it getting anywhere close to as awesome as Axie Infinity was, and I have zero desire to play Axie Infinity. So, again, sorry. If you enjoy this, have at it. They need an actual... Yeah, it's not coming. That shit ain't ever coming, bro. That shit ain't ever going to come. Actual games take a lot of money, and I don't think these dudes have it. The crypto games of the future will be AAA studios. This shit's just a speed bump. Yeah, Grail Hard. We talked about that guy. That guy apparently is one of the biggest scam artists in crypto history, the guy behind that. We found an article on that, bro, a while back. I don't remember what video it was or where the article even is. But anyway, dude, these games are just a speed bump on the way to the real gaming industry comes in and then just makes this. It's kind of like in the 90s, I had an online retail, supplement store. And this was very, very, very early before you could go to things like Amazon. I was selling like creatine and freaking all these supplements that the FDA would ban. I'd sell it for a while and then the FDA would ban it and I'd get some other stuff and then the FDA would ban it. But I made decent money, right? We even had this GHB like alternative that was, anyway, it was a crazy time back in the 90s, right? My point is it worked for a little while. I was out there able to get mine for a little bit, but then the big money comes in and pushes you out. Same shit's going to happen with this garbage gaming, right? I don't care what game you're playing in crypto right now. If it's not coming from a AAA studios, it's probably 99.9% of them aren't going to make it through a full bull bear market cycle. Axie Infinity might or probably will. DFK might, right? Like, where's DFK even now? Jewel. 634. This was in the top 100 at its peak. Its market cap, its market cap is 29 million. This had $1 billion market cap. Do you really ever think this is going to make it back to $30 a coin? I wouldn't count on it. Again, like I've done what I need to do. Like I've gotten some airdrops, converted it to Jewel, put Jewel in the bank, crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. I don't have any illusions that I think this is going back. Imagine if Blizzard. I'm surprised they haven't yet. And they could be. They might be developing some shit we don't know about. I think Epic and a few others are doing some stuff. It's coming. There's no doubt in my mind. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, right? And that Polygon could be a good play. I could see Polygon being and I think Polygon already has like a partnership with like who makes the Assassin's Creed game. Is that Epic or I don't know. There's some shit going on out there. Do your own research, right, bitch? All right, we're getting paid today in Indy. Indy's 16 million, continuing to climb. So I'm getting paid. Today is Cardano payday. For now, you know, the U.S. government's trying to take those paydays away. Talk to your congressman. Say, hey, dumbass, do you not understand staking is not what caused FTX to go down? There's no correlation. Staking is actually really good. It secures the network. In fact, you should be out there saying, hey, we should spin up some Ethereum nodes and earn, right? Help secure the Ethereum network. We should spin up some effing Bitcoin miners and let's go spin up some Bitcoin miners up in Hoover Dam, right? They're wasting electricity. Might as well help secure the network and earn. That's why you want me for president in 2024. We're going to fill up all government places that are producing electricity and wasting electricity. All the electricity wasted is going to go to Bitcoin miners. That Bitcoin is going to go into our treasury. It's going to pay down the debt. It's going to help secure the network. We're going to have a big piece of it. So we as a country are going to help prevent China from getting a 51% attack on the network. Okay? Pull your head out of your asses. Tom 2024, Kurt is my vice president. Ricky's on a one-way road to a permanent ban. A federal judge wants some money back from the... Yeah. Is the monkeypox pandemic over? We had a few chats about that. Monkeypox. How's that shit going? Monkeypox. Like, I just want an update. I think if I say 2022, human monkeypox. Monkeypox is almost gone in the U.S. Hell yeah. Monkeypox. Man, monkeypox scared the shit out of me, dude. It's basically extremely painful blisters on your junk. That's an NFT on the Bitcoin network right there. All right. I made some chump change on GovX. I didn't even think about trying to make money off of it. Once they gave the active male it went down. They gave the active male once they gave the active male population what? Will be banned by Google for what request? Remember, they wanted to use the vaccine for the... They wanted to give us vaccines? How do you all feel about the vaccine? I used to be, they gave a bunch of males vaxes. They didn't give me any. Yeah, I used to be very, 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 very pro this coronavirus vaccine. I don't know what to think now. And I haven't been getting my vaccinations. Like I wish we could get some non-political, unbiased, real scientific data here, right? It's such bullshit. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I mean, I do know that there's not enough data. I do know that it was rushed out. I do know in 5 to 10 years there could be hard data, right? Just like people, vape pens in the beginning would get like popcorn lungs. Or, I don't know, there's other examples out there, right? Silicone breast implants, breast cancer. Why wouldn't you get it? Just like you get now. I mean, this mRNA and all, it's like changing your RNA. Shit's getting different, man. And this is not like your run-of-the-mill flu shot. And I'm just speaking about like kind of what I'm trying to piece together. I don't know who's right? Is the nature's vaccine better? Is it better for me to just get it and build up an immunity naturally? I do know that I think we're on a potential collision course. We're trying to make these super, like they keep hammering monkeys with all these viruses and make it worse and worse and worse. Are we just accelerating the doom to try and make better and better viruses, right? Like we're greatly increasing the rate at which like these deadly viruses could be created versus it just happening naturally. I don't know, like common sense kind of makes me think like maybe we shouldn't be doing that, right? Why are we doing that? If we wouldn't have been doing that, we might not have seen a deadlier flu outbreak for another couple 100 years. You know, we spray everything with Clorox. We wipe things down. We're killing germs. They become more and more resilient, right? So I feel like we're pushing germs and viruses and bacteria to evolve faster that we as a human race could catch up. So it just keeps like going like this, and eventually, boom. I'm just free forming. I'm just spitballing. I'm not a doctor. I could be completely wrong. Let's see. What? Especially now. Are you being sarcastic? Because a lot of people are claiming vaccines are causing blood clots, causing heart attacks. For all I know, I've never had a blood clot in my life. Just out of nowhere. Never had problems with blood clots. Out of nowhere, my entire leg, extensive deep vein thrombosis and multiple pulmonary embolisms. Out of nowhere. Maybe it is because of the vaccine. I'm not saying it is. But you gotta sit there and wonder, right? COVID-19. Are you all right? So, Dr. Ricky, what are you saying? Are you saying the vaccine? Well, why would I get banned? I mean, I'm probably already shadow banned a million times over, but I am streaming on Rumble. Anyone out there in Rumble? Those guys never hit the like button. They never chat out there. Bunch of unsociable douchebags. All right, that's a way to win over your Rumble. I have like 3 Rumble followers. I think I'm one of them. Oh, I'm up to 4 followers. Yeah, I've gained a follower lately, baby. All right, let's see what we got going on. Any chat over there? I don't even look at the chat. I never get thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up on the chat. Hit the like button on YouTube. These drug companies are not selling as much vaccines as before, so expect a new virus. You're probably right. Probably freaking right. Is it one big conspiracy? I don't know. Let's see. Let's get off this topic before YouTube just flat out. Bitcoin 22.6. Ethereum still holding up. Cardano still holding up. Liquid. Let's see what's going on Twitter. I wonder if I'm going to earn Liquid on the Epic today. I really don't know if that's the case or not. I kind of heard rumors. I do have 1 stack of High Society in Cardano, not in US dollars. I have 1 full stack of High Society on Liquid Finance. So If it is a rug pull over on Liquid, which it would be a pretty elaborate rug pull, I don't think it's a rug pull. I actually love the protocol. I'm very much looking forward to it expanding. Speaking of expanding, along with these guys going multi-chain, again, this is on Arbitrum. USDC is coming to Arbitrum, which is going to be huge. And then Radiant's adding like 15 new assets here pretty soon too. I don't know if Radiant is going to be a depositable collateral, but a lot of shit going over here. I usually don't wax on about some small coin, but this is the coin I've decided. This is my DeFi Kingdoms of like 2018. I don't, you need to make your own decision because I could be wrong about this. So don't go out there and YOLO into Radiant and then come blaming me if it goes to zero. Now, if Radiant 20 or 30X is like I think it can, you know, it's because of me, right? That joke never gets old, right? All right, let's see what its market cap is right now. 40 million, right? This thing barely this thing's like 10 million more market cap than shitty DFK. Dis for new followers. What does that mean? All right, what were we doing? We were gonna look at, I mean, I guess we were kind of just wrapping things up. Oh shit, it's 8 a.m. Time to get to work. Time to get to the salt mines. Nothing going on in crypto. Let's see what the stock market's doing. Is it still blasting off? Tesla, $211. Out of freaking control. Congratulations. You were buying Tesla at $100. I was definitely saying things like I might have to go all in Tesla instead of crypto. Unfortunately, I didn't do it. We could have had a 2x in like four weeks. All right. Anything else? NASDAQ. Oh, we got some earnings. Airbnb. That's not till next week. Baba, couple weeks. Chewy, who gives a shit? Dash. Coinbase. Coinbase is 12 days away. Coinbase is on an absolute tear too, I believe. It was. It looks like it's coming back some. This is one of those, like, this is a decent stock pickup going into a bull run. Now, again, I think Bitcoin's going to go sideways. A little up, a little down, maybe a lot of up and then a lot of down. Like, either way, if you don't want to get into crypto and you want a proxy, Coinbase ain't a bad proxy, right? Not financial advice. NASDAQ, now only up 98, had about a 30% pullback since it was about 150. E-mini S&P now up only 18. What are they building? Radiant is just, think of Radiant like Tranquil Finance. It's very similar. So it's just a very good lending and borrowing platform. They're getting ready to add a lot more collateral. There's ways to really earn over here that's a lot better. So you earn Radiant. You do have to vest your Radiant for 28 to 90 days with version 2 coming up before you could pull it out. But when you vest it, you can only vest what you earn here on the lending by depositing and borrowing. You come over here, you vest it. When you vest it, you earn all this. You earn platform fees and all this. And this pays out pretty good. Let's see. You can pull it out early for 50%. And then also what I'm doing over here is I'm yield farming with LP. This pays 70%, which is insane. When I bought Radiant, it was at 10 cents. It's now over 20. It's seen as high as 30. Again, this is on Arbitrum. Owning Ethereum is how you support Arbitrum. It's one of the huge reasons that I think Ethereum is going to be massive in the next bull run. I think DeFi is going to be massive. And I think Arbitrum is going to blow the F up. This is the second highest TVL right now. Their Discord's really good. Their team's very active. They're actively looking for partnerships. They're working on version 2 coming out next week. And it's all about profitability. One of the big problems with a lot of these platforms is they just go out there and they make as much as they can and they can't stay profitable and they eventually go away. Yeah, it's very, very similar. I mean, this is a fork of Aave. It's a fork of Aave, you know, and they've done what they've done. So again, this is not financial advice, but this is on Arbitrum. It only has a 40 million market cap. That market cap. So their emissions I do think their emissions are a bit high, but I think this is going to be a good winner for me. You know, I'm not going to try and retire off of it, but all I'm really doing right now is depositing, you know, so I got the DeFi risk of depositing and looping, and I got some risk in yield farming. I basically threw one full Ethereum into yield farming. I put $1,800. It's gone up. I'm trying to earn as much Radiant as I can for free 90 free. And like I said, I love yield farming in a bear market when I think a bull market's around the corner. This is what made me highly successful for a period of time in DeFi Kingdoms. I was over there yield farming my tits off in DFK in that summer, like, devastating crash where it went down to the depths of hell. Actually, we started right, I think in October. I'd have to go back and look, but I remember we started and I yield farmed for a while, and I think that's when it went to May, and then it crashed in the summer, and I really cranked it up. Came back, man. So there's going to be another DeFi boom, and I think Arbitrum is going to benefit greatly. I think Optimism is going to benefit greatly. I'm a bigger fan of Arbitrum, and I think this is going to pay off. But I know what my risk is. I understand the DeFi risk, the smart contract risk, the rug pull risk. I understand all that. I won't be happy if I get rugged over here, but the team is very active. They talk all the time in Discord, Twitter Spaces. They bring in other projects. They're trying to collaborate with them. It is a very, very effective and efficient team, in my opinion. So I feel very, very confident in him. Anyway, that's my time. You've been great. Love you all. Catch you tomorrow.